Hello everyone, welcome to the update. What we've done is we've created a YouTube channel and we do 2 weekly videos. We do the update, which goes out on a Wednesday. We do Julian's top 10 jokes of the week, which goes out on a Friday. And I also do an online show called the UK Pun Off. That goes out on a Sunday at 7 o'clock, and that's live streamed via the UK Pun Off YouTube, Twitter and Facebook page. You can also watch that on jokepit.com as well. Now, it's been a busy week this week. Basically, I did an online gig Tuesday at lunchtime, 12:30. It was all right. It was, get to tell some jokes. It was Zoom gigs can be very busy or they can be very quiet, and that was a quieter gig, but I got to run out a few jokes, so it wasn't too bad. I've got one on Thursday for Chicken Box Comedy. Now, I think that's based in Northern Ireland, but it's an online show, so that goes out Thursday at 9 o'clock, I believe. But check me Twitter, because I'll update you on Thursday for that. And then I've got a gig I'm really pleased to be doing for Felton Out. A gig, a Northeast Comedy Cooperative I've mentioned to you a few times. That goes out, I think it's at 8:30. It's 8 o'clock or 8:30 on Friday, so Friday the 19th. There's links, or there'll be links on Twitter for the Felton Out gig. It's £10 for a ticket. Please support Felton Out. Okay, you get to watch me, Lucky Devils, and some other comedians as well. There's Lost Voice Guy, who won Britain's Got Talent. He's on as well. John Whale. There's a girl called Rachel something. I don't know her, but I've heard big things are expected of her, so that'll be interesting to see what she's like. And it's hosted by Hal Branson, who's a very amiable host. So Felton Out. Okay. What I think I told you last week, I've just been invited to do Punderdome 3000, which is a New York-based live show, but obviously at the moment they're doing it online, and I was delighted to be invited for that, and that's on the 7th of April, I think. I haven't got my diary open, but it's the 7th of April. Shall I have a look? You know what it's like when you're looking through a diary. Sometimes you find it straight away, sometimes you take ages. Anyway, what's happened this week? Well, that gig, we've already done a gig there. We've got the 2 gigs come Thursday, Friday. We've got UK Pun Off on Sunday, and that's sort of the me comedy presence this week. So it's fairly busy. It's if you looked at my diary, I would look like it was a normal sort of pre-lockdown diary entry this week. So with 4 gigs on. That's more than I normally do. So during when live gigs are available, I very rarely do 4 gigs in a week, so that's more than I would normally do. And for most of them, I don't have to leave my own house, which is quite good. Although the Felton Out one is done in a special studio set up in Newcastle at a place called Alphabet Theatre. So I'm intrigued to see what that's going to be like, but by all accounts, there's a lovely setup. Okay, so that'll be great. What's going to be the special topic this week for Julian's top 10 jokes of the week? Same as last week, I've been a bit poorly planned and I haven't thought about it. What do you think we should have? What should we have? Should we have history? I'm saying history. I've got no idea if I've got enough for history, but let's do history. Yeah, we'll do history. We did education last week. We'll do history this week. We'll pretend I'm an academic. So history, that's a specialist topic, not specialist. That is the topic, the theme for this Friday's Julian's Top 10 Jokes of the Week will be history. Okay. So remember, updates Wednesday, Julian's Top 10 Jokes of the Week on Friday, the UK Pun Off on a Sunday at 7 o'clock. This week's Top 10 Jokes of the Week topic will be history. There you go. That's quite solid, isn't it? Just a little thing to mention. A while back, probably about 5-6 weeks ago, you may remember that I had a bit of an anticlimax where I applied to be on Popmaster, which is a quiz that's on Radio 2 every morning at 10:30. Well, I got a phone call off one of the producers. You've got to get at least 3 out of 5 to get through to possibly being chosen to be on Popmaster, and I got 2.5 out of 5, and I was pretty upset. Well, not upset, but I felt very deflated. Well, I applied again, because you can apply again after a certain length of time, and I got a phone call today, and I'm pleased to say that at least I got 3 out of 5 this time. The questions I got wrong was a David Gray one, which I was a bit annoyed with myself for, and a Middle of the Road one. What's the name of a band? I didn't know that, but I got a George Michael question right. I got a Happy Mondays question right. And I've gone blank on the other one. So anyway, I got 3 out of 5. So I'm through to the next selection process. So hopefully I'll be getting a call one day this week between 9:15 and 9 o'clock. And I'm fingers crossed I'll be on Popmaster this week. Now, it'd be nice because Gary Davis is presenting it. Now, I remember listening to Gary Davis as my first ever job when I left school. Listening to him on the radio at lunchtime in the stock room, so that's nice. So fingers crossed I'll be on one day this week on Popmaster. So keep an eye on Twitter, because I promise you I will announce it on Twitter if I get that call between 8:45 and 9 o'clock tomorrow. Or any day this week, okay? So fingers crossed. I mean, there's an outside chance that I'll actually be on the show before you see this, because this is Tuesday night. It's exactly midnight on Tuesday night. I may be on tomorrow morning, so you may be watching this after. But at least I got 3 out of 5 this time, so I feel like I've sort of done myself a little bit of justice there by at least gaining the qualifying standard. Okay. Right, I've waffled on about Popmaster there, but we'll see. Be nice to be on. So anyway, just remember, a specialist topic this week for Julian's Top 10 Jokes of the Week is history. And we've got the exciting thing where I don't even know if I've got 15 jokes on history, but we'll shoehorn a few in, don't you worry. And that's going to be on Friday. Okay, any questions? Comment below. Any suggestions for future topics? And I would like some suggestions, to be honest, because you might inspire us, because at the minute, I've done 20 odd of these, close to 30 of these now. It is getting difficult to think of new topics every time. So any suggestions, please comment below. Okay, then now, you know I wanted to do that, don't you? So if you can do that as well, that'd be great. But remember, don't mention Scandinavian barcodes.